Welcome to Fett's Legacy, everyone. My name is Taryn, and today I just wanted to have a chat about some upcoming Star Wars content, more specifically, the Rogue Squadron movie that is supposed to be coming out late next year, I'm pretty sure. So, guys, I just want to talk about some news that has come out, some of my thoughts on this movie, and, where I think they're going to take it. So, first of all, guys, for the Rogue Squadron movie, we don't know the exact timeline, if that's going to be um, original timeline or sequel timeline, or even after the sequel timeline. Not exactly sure yet. I would assume, based off the name Rogue Squadron, it would be in the original timeline. So during things like Empire Strikes Back, with Darth Vader, Luke, all that stuff, you wouldn't be focusing on those characters. You'd be focusing on characters like Wedge Antilles, who's a huge part of the Rogue Squadron comics, and characters like Hera Syndulla, who was a really big focal point in the Rogue Squadron game. So, guys, like I said, based on the name, you would think it's going to be taking place in that timeline, and I hope so, right? Because that would be kind of the one that makes the most sense for the name for the series, which it was based off, the comics. It would just make sense. But some people are saying that the X-wing in like their little design for the logo, it's the new model of the X-wing in the sequels. So some people are saying that it's going to be during that timeline. Look, guys, like, I don't want to be a sequel hater. I mean, it is my least favorite trilogy out of the three, and The Last Jedi is, in my opinion, the worst Star Wars movie ever made. But yeah, I just think that this Rogue Squadron, if made during the sequel timeline, will be probably bad. Like, I don't want to say it's gonna be bad before it comes out, but like, just everything during that timeline like hasn't been good. And making a Rogue Squadron movie during that timeline, honestly, a Rogue Squadron movie during any timeline is gonna be hard to get right. Honestly, like, I don't even know if they should be making this movie at all. In my opinion, unless they're gonna do it like really good, I don't know, man. Like, it could be nice, maybe see some Darth Vader cameos, but let's be honest, guys. If we do a Rogue Squadron movie, let's say it's set in the sequel timeline, and they have, I don't know, like a cool Kylo Ren scene. Is it really gonna make the movie good though? Like Rogue One. If you remove Darth Vader out of Rogue One, it's nowhere near the movie that everyone thinks it is. I really enjoy Rogue One. But at the end of the day, the best parts of Rogue One is Darth Vader. The parts that relate back to the original timeline. So, if you make a Rogue Squadron, basically Top Gun but in space, if you make that kind of movie, like, I don't know, is it going to be interesting for the average Star Wars fan? Probably not. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I've read some of the Rogue Squadron books, as well as some of the comics. They're pretty good. And I played the Rogue Squadron game. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I play a Star Wars game, I'm looking for big battles, great cinematics, great story, fitting in with the universe, giving me, a great side story that also ties into the overarching story. And just like, for me, the Rogue Squadron game, the campaign at least, it didn't capture my attention. I was pretty bored throughout the entire thing. The new characters that they made, I didn't really care about, to be honest. Hera Syndulla was pretty cool, I guess. I didn't mind her in Rebels. But do I want a whole movie made around Hera Syndulla and Wedge and some other fighter pilots? Not really. When they could be making content that... I mean, they could make so much better content. They could even make a movie about the current timeline that's going on, with The Mandalorian, Boba Fett. Imagine doing a movie like that, right? They could be focusing on something like that. Or even just go back and make a prequels movie again. I don't know, do something. Or even before that, a young Palpatine movie. There's so many great ideas that they could do that I personally feel that this Rogue Squadron movie is kind of a waste of time, money, and effort. So, guys, I mean, the news that came out was the current director of the movie was speaking to the writers of the Rogue Squadron comic book series. Aaron Alston, I think, or maybe it was Michael Stackpole. I'm not sure exactly which one, but just talking to the writer, so it seems that maybe it's going to be during that timeline. Um, and I think that's probably for the best. Make it kind of like a sequel to Rogue One, which is what I think they're probably going for. But again, guys, like, let me know what you think. Like, are you excited for this? Yeah, so the director is Patty Jenkins, and her father was one of the Rogue fighters in one of the Star Wars movies. Uh, she wants to like honor him and stuff by making this movie. So I really do think like this could be good. It could be really good. Like, I could be wrong. I hope I am. I want more good Star Wars content. And you guys know I want to be optimistic about things. I don't want to be negative. But I don't know. A Rogue Squadron movie doesn't scream, wow, come watch me. I'd rather rewatch The Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian over and over and over than honestly watch the Rogue Squadron. Again, if I'm proved wrong, I hope like that would be great. I hope so. I hope the movie is awesome. But just based on the info that we have, what we know about Rogue Squadron, and still not knowing if it's going to be during the original timeline or the sequel timeline, really scares me for the future of this project. And they're keeping to the release date of next year, and they have not started filming. So, I mean, what else do you guys need to hear for me to be, I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, but the fact that they haven't started filming, the director is still looking out to others for inspiration and, details for her story, and it's set to release next year, right? So, my hopes for this project, I hope it's going to be really good. I hope it's during the original timeline. I hope we see Wedge Antilles, Harrison Dula. I hope they bring in people like Luke, Darth Vader. If it's set during that timeline, bring in some of the coolest characters of that timeline. Like I said, Luke, Vader, Palpatine, Boba Fett, Leia, Han, Chewie. If those kind of people are in the movie, then even if it's just for a short time, and it makes sense in the overarching story, I think it'll be good. But if it's set during the sequel timeline, even with the cameos, I don't see much people being interested. I probably won't be that interested. And even if it's set during the original timeline, but it's just based on a Rogue Squadron and some rebels and stuff, maybe we see some Bail Organa, like that would be cool. But like, I don't know, unless we're getting some of the bigger characters like Vader and Luke and stuff, and some cool characters on the side like Boba and Han, I just don't see it being a very captivating movie. I don't see it doing that well. And I think this is going to be another kind of solo Star Wars story kind of vibe. I think I enjoyed Solo Star Wars movie, but even that, like, it didn't really live up to expectations compared to other Star Wars movies. It's not one of the best. I think this is going to be, just based on the information we have now, I think it's going to be probably one of the worst Star Wars movies. The fact that they haven't even started filming, it doesn't make me feel optimistic about this project. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Am I being too harsh? Do you think it'll be in the original timeline or the sequel timeline? Some people are saying that the X-Wing is a newer model, so it's going to be set during the sequels. I hope not. But let me know what you guys think. And do you think I'm right? Do you think that, this probably won't turn out well? Or do you have high hopes and you think this is going to be a great project? Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to make it too long. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Go check out my TikTok. I'm posting a lot more there now. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.